Alright guys, it's Monday and a new week just begins. We are 13th of November, very close to the end of the year, and I hope everyone had an amazing year until today. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my webinar tomorrow, Tuesday. As always, we're going to be looking through some charts. We're going to be talking about macroeconomics. We're going to talk, all of the things that you may have questions about. If you have any specific chart you want me to analyze, you can send on the chat. It will be very interactive. And we're going to do a rundown through full economics of each single country, as we always do. And of course, look ahead on what may happen and my forecast, my personal forecast for the week. All right, so today I'm here, as always, Monday, just starting the week. Last week was a very good week for us. If you have attended to the webinar, most of the things I've mentioned that did happen, 8 out of 10, let's say, 8 out of 10. And now we have another week coming. So what we have to be looking to this week? Well, same as last week, we're not going to have much, economics news impact. So we just need to, have a look on the bonds, have a look on 2, 3, 2, 10, and 30 years US bonds, as well as, Japan and the conflict on Israel, the war on Israel, as well, how it's going to expand, or is it contracting, how US is relating to that. The only main thing that we had last week, as I've covered already on Friday, was the Fed talking, right? So not the Fed, Powell talking on a panel of questions for the monetary policy through all the economies as well. Well, for this week, we're going to be very chill as well, okay? The only main big news is going to start on Wednesday. For me, on Australian time, Wednesday, 12:30 a.m. So it's going to be already late of the night. We're going to start with CPI from US. So it is a very big, important news already for starting, the week. As well, on Wednesday, we're going to have, so CPI year over year is predicted to be, the consensus is 3.3%, and the previous was at 3.7%. If we, remember what Jerome Powell said, yes, inflation is coming slightly down. So it may have coming down from 3.7 to, let's say, 3.3, 3.4. If it comes lower than 3.3, then maybe US dollar, have a little bit of a bearish move on that time. As well, we're going to have the core CPI, of course, and then just a little bit later at the same day, on Wednesday, but then on 6 o'clock, we're going to have the CPI for UK for October. The previous was 6.7, and now the consensus is at 4.8. So the consensus is expecting inflation to slowly going down. I do believe that inflation is going down on UK as well. But, out of the range, still 4.8, very, very out of the range on what the Bank of England wants to. And then after that, on Wednesday, we're not going to have anything else. But then on Thursday at 12:30 a.m. as well, later on the night, we're going to have the core retail sales for the US. That's going to be very important, okay? And we have retail sales as well. Forgot to mention month over month from October, right? And then we're going to go through the crude oil investors, just normal. And then we have initial jobless claims for US as well on Friday. We don't have a consensus yet, but the previous was at 217,000. All right. So again, I'm still bullish on US dollar, still bearish on pound, still bearish on euro, still bearish on Australian dollar, still bearish on Japanese yen, and then if you want to know my full analysis for CHF and CAD, as well as all the other major central banks, I see you guys tomorrow 6 o'clock on Sydney time on my webinar. It's free, $0, no charges, and you get access to my Telegram if you get into the webinar. All right, this is where I'm going to disclose the QR code. You can just scan and get into the Telegram group. All right, guys, so this is it from me today. I wish everyone a nice and smooth trading week ahead. And if you have any questions, please just comment down below of this video and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, I see you tomorrow on my webinar.